Hi guys, Karie Millspaugh here, visibility consultant for public figures, speakers, authors, and small business owners. And I want to give you 5 key elements on how to have a successful personal brand. Now, before I even go into the 5 keys, I want to talk about personal brand versus a corporate brand or a national or international brand, a brick and mortar brand, very different. The reason why you go with a personal brand is because you're selling yourself. So if you're in the service-based industry, you're a consultant, a coach, a public figure of some sort, you're a speaker, you're an author, you're selling you. You are the service. That's a personal brand. If you're selling Nike shoes, you're a corporation. And that's very different than a personal brand. And many get them mixed up, okay? So personal brand, you're selling yourself. Corporate brand, you're selling a product or an object. You're more of a brick and mortar building type of energy. There's not a lot of personal energy in there. There's not a lot of human energy, so to speak. And a personal brand is going to be very beneficial if it's done correctly. You want prospects, such as buyers, maybe it's a meeting event planner that wants to hire you to speak, maybe it's a publisher, whatever that looks like, your ideal client, your ideal person. You want them to, as soon as they land on your website or your social media platforms or even your videos, to immediately get a sense of who you are, what you stand for, what you're like if they hire you, what kind of quality and expertise you're going to bring to the table within seconds. And when I work personally with my clients in personal branding, which is my favorite part of my business, I get to bring out all your yummy stuff and create this so that you can get bought and purchased, hired, close the deal quicker when everyone does, as we all do. We go to Google and we shop you. Everyone does it. So the key thing is when they do shop you, what are they going to find? When they search your name in Google, what are they going to find? Are they going to find what you really want or not? So before you put yourself out there, take the time to really evaluate your current personal brand. If you do not have a current personal brand, please comment below or connect with me. However, I'll put links in this video of how to connect with myself and my team to get you started with a quality personal brand, okay? So 5 key elements of a successful personal brand is going to have these key ingredients, okay? First thing you need to be is authentic. And so many people are doing the opposite of authenticity. They're doing what they think everyone else wants to see. They're over filtering everything. They've got this image of them hiking up a tree, or not up a tree, but up a trail, and they've never hiked a day in their life. That would be inauthentic. Maybe they're renting a really fancy car and they're taking pictures of themselves in the fancy car, but they're walking everywhere they need to go or have to use public transportation. That is not an authentic brand. And it may be smoke and mirrors to some, and it may shadow a few others, and they might walk blindly into hiring you. But most people can feel it, okay? We feel that authentic energy. And yes, it's very vulnerable to be authentic, but what creates connection? Vulnerability, right? So we've got to have authentic person who you are. Those that land on my page, I hope they would see that I'm a bubbly blonde that talks too much, who's a communication queen, that does great progress for her clients, who likes bright colors, loves water, and is from the Midwest originally, from her hometown of Michigan, home state of Michigan and the Great Lakes. I put that everywhere. Blue is my favorite color. Hot pink is second. There's so much I hope you see and get to know me right away. You come from a big family. God is my center. That's what you want. Like instantly, what do we see about you? Be as authentic as possible, because once you get that client on the phone, you've got this facade you need to put on. You got to go put your mask on. That's not really business, guys. Nobody wants to do business that way. Okay? So that's key authentic. Key number 1 is authentic, key element. Key element number 2 is your personality. And I kind of talked about this a little bit in the first one. How do you want others to see you? And this is where we get stuck too. Well, I want others to see me as this really smart person, Karie, and I really, really, really want them to see me as an expert. But what if you're not? Again, the smoke and mirrors. Avoid that. That's past garbage marketing. I hope we've outgrown it, and some haven't. I've seen that on social media. And you know who you are. Stop it. We can tell you're lying. Be you. Show your true self. Personal brand equals personality. Show us that. Are you quirky? Do you like comics? Do you collect things that are fun? Are you really into baseball? Maybe that should be a part of your brand. Are you really into fun things? Just I've had to peel back the layers every time, and I've probably changed my brand and tweaked it and messed with it so many times I lose track of there's too many layers to me. And it can be challenging. That's why you need someone like a consultant like myself that's going to help you with that visibility challenge. Okay, so personality. Think deeply. You might even have to ask others what they think of you, and just kind of pull that out of yourself. Are you a music major? Do you like music? Is concerts your thing? Make your themes around music. There's so much to you. There's no boring people out there. I truly believe that. And I believe that you can pull out your personality with a little help with me or an outside perspective or another friend or family member, okay? So that's key element number 2. The key element number 3 is to be unique. What makes you different than the noise that's out there? And there is a lot of noise right now. There's more noise than ever before. What are you an expert in? That's how you can make yourself unique. Again, I call myself the communication specialist. If you want something out there, I'm the person to tell. Even my own family knows if they want to get the word out there for something, give it to Karie. She's going to blast her it everywhere. I'm even my own father's publicist. Okay. So the key thing is, and he's an author, by the way, and the key thing too is that's what stands me out. I will get it out. And I know because I've had over 10 years of experience in the public relations and marketing world that in order to get the word out there, you've got to use multiple avenues of communication. You can't just put it on Facebook and hope for the best or put it on YouTube and hope for the best. I know all the strategies to effective communication. So let's look at you. What makes you unique? What's your expertise? When you put that out there, that starts to automatically make you unique. People start to narrow it down. Some people are afraid to make their offer more narrow versus broad. But the more broader you are, the more vanilla you become, so to speak. I'm just using that as a term. You become kind of this person that's just jack of all trades, master of none, kind of energy. Nothing too exciting. Nothing makes you stand out. I like to work with public speakers and authors. Those are my favorites. Second is small business owners because I don't think they get enough spotlight attention. And I like to work with the person intimately behind the business brand. So what makes you unique? That's key element number 3. What are you an expert in? It's going to show us how you're unique. Key element 4 is consistency in your offer, consistency in your message. I always say in order to be known, you have to be seen. That's my tagline in the visibility world. In order to be known, you've got to be seen. So what is your consistent offer and message? What is consistent about you that helps your client, your ideal potential client, whether it's a speaking engagement or a customer? Are they going to get immediately what you do as soon as they land on anything of yours online, whether it's website or social media, it doesn't matter. What tagline, what kind of messaging are you putting out there that's consistently used over and over again where your customer knows what they're going to get when they purchase whatever your offer is? Make it simple, make it clean, make it very unfluffy too. We don't want something that's so esoteric no one can get it. That looks cutesy, like all these fluffy unicorns and gumdrops and fun little rainbows and everything's fluffy. That's not going to get you a customer or a client. Confusion never converts. So make it super simple and clean. Okay. That's key element number 4. Key element number 5 is my favorite and it's my expertise: visibility and credibility. If you create this beautiful brand and then you don't share it with the world, you're hiding in the closet still. That's where I come into play as your visibility consultant. I get to put you out there. Marketing is your visibility. Public relations is your credibility. You've got to have both. What's the difference, Karie? I'll tell you. Visibility is the marketing you see everywhere, whether it's Facebook ads or an ad somewhere or Google AdWords or your website offers, wherever that's at, and email marketing. Lots of places you can be visible. It could be a billboard, for God's sakes. But credibility is that beautiful public relations side that is third party. It's testimonials. It's someone else outside of you saying how awesome you are or your product or service is. That is huge. Anyone can say, I'm the best on the planet. But when someone's client comes along, which my clients are beautiful and always do, give a great raving review or a great testimonial, or I share in a press release the progress I've made with the client, that is third party credibility. Now it's not about me, it's about how others have perceived and seen me and had their own experience with progress or product or success, so to speak, with my company or brand. So, same with you. You need the visibility and the credibility. You need the testimonials. You need to be out there. You need to be seen. You need to be in the PR. PR again is media and television, radio, podcasts, all that fun stuff that gets to show the world that you're pretty awesome. And guess what? When you're in the media, it's a big fat clap on the back, big high five, because someone else said you're worthy of being in the media in the first place. Someone else also thinks you're pretty awesome. They want to publish your story in a magazine, or they want you on the morning show. That's credibility, and that, my friends, is priceless for your personal brand. So real quick, I'll go through the 5 key elements again. The first one is your authenticity. Be real. Real sells, guys. Fake does not. 2, your personality. Show us, how do you want to be seen in the world, okay? 3, your expertise. That's what makes you unique. 4 is your consistent messaging, your offer. Make sure it's consistent on all platforms. And 5, your visibility and credibility. If you need help in this area or with all 5,